Hi, I'm Tim Keeshan and welcome to my studio. This is In Between. I wanted to work with the aspect of capturing the light of twilight, and here where it is not dark and yet it is not light, the street lights start to come on and start to show a soft glow, and the whole aspect of capturing detail becomes tough in a very shallow viewpoint of depth of field. So it was a big challenge to catch imagery of light. This was an interesting day for me because this was actually the first time I ever spent the night in Morro Bay, and been going to Morro Bay many times, but I've always stayed at the family home. And this particular time I was traveling to go back to San Francisco, and for logistics I was able just to spend the night in Morro Bay. And it was fun because I've always wanted to try that out, and it felt like I was still in between being at home and being at the family home. So here I had the experience of Julia making sure, looking down on me, making sure I had a nice place to stay, and the hotel room had a great view of the rock. So it felt very nice. And the other aspect of spending the whole day in Morro Bay was a lot of fun because I rented a bike, e-bike, and was able to ride around the whole city and have an experience of just exploring. Later on, after this painting, if I took this picture, I went to Legends, which is a local tavern there, and I'd never been in there, and I was surprised that inside the tavern they had a lot of documentation of the history of Morro Bay, and I was so excited because for the longest time and for many trips going to Morro Bay, I've always wanted to track down documentation of the history of Morro Bay. And there is a historical society that's been handed down from one person to another person, and at one various time it's at either someone's basement or someone's garage, and now that collection is actually housed by the city of Morro Bay. But the city of Morro Bay was under construction with the municipal buildings, and so therefore those documents were not able to be viewed. So after many years I was still able to see some history of the rock. And in Legends is a great bar, and there I had the experience of being at home in Maine, because right on the wall there's a moose. So I just thought this was so funny, of being in between everything. And there I had the experience of feeling my grandfather looking down on me, and there would he be, I'm sure, having a pint with me. So without further ado, let's see how this one was made.